The Mouse and the Cake by Eliza Cook. The Mouse and the Cake, written by Eliza Cook, gives the children in the Victorian era a good tale with a strong moral ending. She conveys a poetic message of not to be greedy or selfish and to share whatever you have with everyone. This poem is about a greedy mouse who finds the most delicious plum cake. A mouse found a beautiful piece of plum cake, the richest and sweetest that a normal mortal could make. It was heavy with citron and fragrant with spice, and covered with sugar, all sparkling as ice. "My stars!" cried the mouse, while his eye beamed with glee. "Here's a treasure I have found. What a feast it will be! But hark, there's a noise. 'Tis my brothers at play, so I'll hide with the cake, lest they wander this way. Not a bit shall they have, for I know I can eat even morsel myself, and I'll have such a treat." So off went the mouse, and he held the cake fast, while his hungry young brothers were scampering past. He nibbled and nibbled and panted, but still he kept gulping it down till he made himself ill. Yet he swallowed it all, and 'tis easy to guess he was soon so unwell that he groaned with distress. His family heard him, and as he grew worse, they sent for the doctor, who made him rehearse how he'd eaten the cake to the very last crumb, without giving his playmates and relatives some. "Ah me!" cried the doctor, "advice is too late. You must die before long, so prepare for your fate. If you had but divided the cake with your brothers, it would have done you no harm, and be good for the others. Had you shared it, the treat had been wholesome enough, but eaten by one, it was dangerous stuff. So prepare for the worst, and the world had scare failed." When the doctor turned round, and the patient was dead. Now all little people the lesson may take, and some large ones may learn from the mouse and the cake, not to be over selfish with what we may gain, or the best of our pleasures may turn into pain. Eliza Cook, an English poet, published her first volume of poems called The Lays of a Wild Heart. She has been a columnist of the Weekly Dispatch before that. Her poem, The Old Armchair, is what made her prominent poet both in America and England. New words: mortal, that cannot live forever and must die. It was, Old English, citron, a yellow fruit with like a large lemon. Fragrant, having a pleasant smell. Hark, used to tell somebody to listen, lest, in order to stop something from happening. Wander, to walk slowly around or to a place often without any particular sense of purpose or direction. Morsel, a small amount of food. Scampering, moving slowly with short steps. Rehearse, to repeat something. It would, Old English once again. Wholesome, good for one's health. Scare, fled, hardly been said when something happens. Thank you for hearing the poem, and I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, or at least like this video.